This kid sucks. He's not an NFL quarterback. He's terrible. He's short. He doesn't know how to read a defense. He missed 3 wide-open receivers towards the end of the game when they had a chance to tie it. The starting quarterback should be able to read more than me. I didn't even play the game. There's no emotion from Kevin Stefanski on the sideline. Right. It's the same look all the time. And it's the same BS answers in the press conference, too. Well, we got to get better, and I got to get better as a coach. And Dylan, we're sticking with Dylan because we need to see him grow. No, he needs to grow in inches. My ass. Grow as a quarterback. He's too damn small, and you were dumb enough to draft him in the first place.
Weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7 The Ticket. Dance with us every March on your Toledo home for college basketball. ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. His store and more, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus media station.
This is a daily show with Coach Jake Diebler, brought to you by Encova Insurance. Well, the way Amari Bonham has been playing, is it a real testament, Jake, to what he's doing both inside and outside?
Yeah, he's a versatile player who works really hard, who, has continued to work on his development, and he's been a really, really important part of our success here recently.
We have another comment in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the court. That's why Encova Insurance and their local independent agents are prepared for what's next and protect what matters most to you. Whether that's your home, car, business, or family, Encova's got your back with a policy that fits you perfectly. With local independent agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova's playbook is an easy win for your peace of mind. Basketball is full of challenging shots, and life can be too. With Encova, you don't have to do it alone. Your expert agent will guide you and provide insurance solutions so you can confidently manage your risk and count on a financially secure future. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you. Encova is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Go Bucks!
Now, the officials have been talking for quite some time.
All righty, let's see what they have to say.
Upon further review, there is no penalty on the play. However, we have conferred and discovered that Bob, the line judge, has saved a boatload for his kids' college using Ohio's 529 plan. It is tax-free, accepted nationwide. Bob recommends we all go to collegeadvantage.com. First down.
Well, that's not entirely unexpected.
Classic Bob.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium presented by Experience Columbus. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium tours offer a variety of options and pricing. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour. Ohio Stadium Tours, presented by Experience Columbus.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
We've asked you a lot about Taysom Chapman with what he's brought, and we know what he can bring offensively, but are we seeing as of late, Jake, his ability on defense and rebounding the ball as well?
Yeah, it's getting better. He's working hard. Habits and, came up with 4 rebounds last game, which was a great sign.
Confidence big too?
Yeah, he's playing with confidence. I think that's, it's been good to see him keep shooting. He struggled there for a few games, but he just has stayed aggressive. It's what we've talked about, and it's important for our team.
It's the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Avoid a spring breakdown.
Trade in today, throw your problems away.
Hey, Dundee.
It's Matthew.
And Rhonda here from Williams Brothers Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Right now, we're giving you $5,000 more than your trade.
Spring is speeding up, but when your car breaks down, everything else slows down.
This month, we're stepping in before small problems become big ones.
Because breakdowns don't wait for the right time.
Right now, you can get up to $5,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value for your trade based on the new Jeep you picked during our Declaration of Deal sales event.
Instead of dumping more money into repairs, make the smart move into something affordable, reliable, and ready to roll so you can stop stressing.
And start cruising into spring with confidence. Get up to $5,000 more for your trade. But don't wait.
This deal goes kaput when March does.
I'm Matthew.
And I'm Rhonda.
And we're your dealers for the people.
Visit us in Dundee or Monroe.
Or at WBDundeeDeals.com.
That's WBDundeeDeals.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price determines actual trade allowance. Negative equity may be refinanced. Kelley Blue Book is not affiliated with the Williams Brothers. Offer absolutely ends March 31st, 2026.
Hey, it's Mookie. Northwood Jewelers is hosting their annual bridal event on Saturday, March 21st from 10 until 3. If you're getting ready to tie the knot, this is the perfect time to shop. Buy one wedding band, get one free. Exclusions do apply. Still looking for that perfect engagement ring? You can find one during the bridal event. Northwood Jewelers bridal event is Saturday, March 21st from 10 until 3, 4612 Woodville Road. 3 generations of diamond expertise. Northwood Jewelers, service before, during, and after the sale.
The best coverage of Central Catholic basketball is right here on ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. Join Bill Clark, Mike Mernon, and Jackson Stricker all season long for the most exciting and complete coverage of Irish hoops in the Toledo area. It's all brought to you by Burger King, the Castillo Funeral Home, Frickers, Maumee Bay Turf Center, the Toledo Diocese, Strauss Refrigeration, Danny's Cafe, and Frames Pest and Wildlife Control. So don't miss a minute of the action all season long. It's exciting. Central Catholic hoops on your local sports leader, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
Black and white sports, where there is no gray.
Good day, Glass City, Northwest Ohio, Southeast Michigan friends. In case we hadn't mentioned, the thing about the inaugural Black and White Sports Radio Show, T-shirts and sweatshirts available in conjunction with Juke Bowl. Please click the link on the 1007theticket.com homepage, just over the Glass City Wranglers ad. Today, time's running out.
Monday through Friday, your afternoon drive, 4 to 6 p.m.
ESPN 100.7, The Ticket.
Black and White Sports is now.
Trust and believe. It's something totally different. And stop with the Eminem, because Eminem's not one of the best either. And y'all can stop that.
Dre says he's the best on the mic.
Dr. Dre is a Fed, and so is Snoop. We covered this. Everybody fool with Dre and Snoop is dead or was locked up. I don't care what Dr. Dre said.
I'm just reporting.
Dr. Dre was wearing women's shoes before it was fashionable to do it as a guy.
Toledo's sports leader, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
I know you're kind of busy just now, but I want to tell you some things I never told you. I know sometimes I act stupid and I say stupid things, but you kept me around, and other people would have said, drop that bum. You give me respect. You know, it's hard for me to say these kind of things because that ain't my way. But if I could just unzip myself and step out and be someone else, I want to be you. You're real hot.
If the papers knew we were talking like this, they'd think we was crazy. Why you?
Because I'm the best and you need somebody to teach you different. You may not understand what I'm talking about now. I can appreciate that, but you will when it's over. Believe me. You will when it's over. You think I don't have any more?
You got nothing more to prove, do you?
Look, man, this is the opportunity of a lifetime.
I got a lot of more. Come on. Here we go again.
And we wish to show the American press a small portion of the advances.
What does all this do to enhance performance?
It makes a man a better man. A great athlete, a super athlete. Though most of the world is ignorant. It's showtime! It's showtime! Come on. You wish to educate your country.
In great spirits tonight. He's really putting on a show for this capacity crowd.
Shall we have a demonstration?
Please do.
As you can see, the result's quite obvious. Whatever he hits, he destroys.
Oh.
Well, let's roll. You know, I had to let the energy get on it. I had to get the umbrella, let it sprinkle on it. They let it be known. The whole nation knows. It's revealed. Hey, However you may be listening, whatever you may be into, welcome. Yeah. It is a Work for Food Wednesday. This damn show is. Yep, black and white sports, everybody. Quick today. Today is the fastest $1.40 nickel. You understand me? That's what we're doing. Yeah, gone at about 5:45. My man Manny Fresh and these boys over here from Cherry Street, they tell me they're getting ready to do some work or something. So we would be more than happy to get off the damn stage. Go get a crown, CCHS. Is that what's going down, Josh?
I think
you
it's
say
the,
we am.
I think it's
we
the
am.
I think it's the regional semifinal. We're in like the OSHAA version of the Sweet 16.
Oh,
that's
let's
here.
get to it. Matter of fact, I feel like I saw a couple of these boys. Are they man? This is crazy. I feel like this is like very recent too, and I feel like so it's some synergy that now I'm getting that we're at this juncture. But yeah, jumping out of here today, 5:45. So let's be swift. Let's be curt. We have no time for a lot of discrepancies like yesterday. I apologize for yesterday. That was on me. Yesterday was crap. Not the fellas. The fellas busy yesterday. I acknowledge, Josh. You know how sometimes your game is trash.
Mm-hmm.
My game was trash. Trash. So today, during the fastest $1.40 nickel. Josh, can you say that? Can you say that, Josh?
Fastest $1.40 nickel.
Bam. Understand what we're doing around here. Okay. 877-909-1007 is how you get in on it. You just happen to be tuned in. 100.7. That's FM here, ESPN in Lucas County. And, you know, subsequent parts beyond, but just around in the relevant area. Monroe, we see you. Exit 11, salute. Be careful, though. Now it's getting tricky. You guys already know there's some stuff. You guys have heard the talks. BG, we see you, Finley. Everybody welcome in today in the circumference that is the 419. I am Andre of the Savages. That other gentleman is Josh Burnham, and he's usually around here. We're live from the south portion of the community where you can find the Cumulus Studios. And so we are here. Yeah, Josh, got to go out of here today. Obviously, it's going to be it's perfect. It's a perfect day for this, though, because I got some work for you guys. Like, we're in the midst of a parlay. We're excited, too. So we have managed to evade the United States Asserini debacle. Is this true, Josh? This is what has happened. The U.S. has pooted.
Yeah, I heard something about having to struggle against Italy.
That seems funky. I didn't know the Italians could really do something like that. Where do they play sports at in Italy? I thought it was the Venice style. We was out, floating on the.
Well, I know they're good in soccer, of course,
down
and,
the lake, how that
and
is.
maybe a little bit in terms of winter sports.
Baseball didn't get me. I didn't have a baseball vibe. I felt secure in that. I see why. Shout out Hollywood. Hollywood said he got cracked on that, man. Hollywood, you're not really crazy. I mean, who wouldn't do it? Me. No, I'm serious. I was nervous, though. I did check Hollywood. I didn't know. Because it would have made, you think, but let this be a lesson to us all right here. We're not trying to diss Hollywood at all, because I know he gets busy anyway. Sometimes we have our days. I've been losing, acting silly around here. But you can't see, it's looking right. What he did was, I bet you if he called, Hollywood, we should call you. He looked at it. He was like, United States. Like we're saying, you're not thinking Italy is really getting ready to mount a real resistance. It didn't matter who was on the mound or any of that. You're not thinking that. And then you think it's a gimme. Because you saw that minus 520, didn't you? See, that's why it stuck in my head. It was funky money.
Yeah, I'm looking
I
at
didn't
the
mess
box,
with it. I didn't mess with it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the box score right now. We lost 8-6 to Italy, and apparently
Damn,
there's
that's a real loss.
Let's see, looking at the
first of all, that's way too much offense that we're giving up to these people.
Well, we have
runs. That's crazy.
Italy has at least one major leaguer on its roster, Michael Lorenzen. He was the winning pitcher for the Italians.
It's just not enough of that to be doing a situation where the U.S. has been thwarted, Josh. Stop it.
Oh,
I wouldn't give a damn if Willie Mays was on it.
Oh, Kyle Teal was also from the Chicago White Sox, was on the Italian team. He had a home run.
And see, there it is, the curse of Teal. But there's something up. I don't like that. But again, now you got your dramatic. So you're interested now. I bet you they got you ready to watch the WBC moving forward to see how this is going to play. I would suspect they might have everyone's attention. Just like Bam Adebayo, excuse me, I can't even because it's some crap. I think I'm on the crap train. I think I'm on board with craparinis here. It started out, it was earlier. This was my thing because I let it go. I was on it earlier in the day, but it was Robert Horry. Kind of did it for me. Once I heard Robert Horry, when we went right to the free throws, all of this. So there's a lot to discuss in the BAM 83. It's not just for what it is on the surface. There is a lot here. Now, I'm hoping Josh will be able to get this item that I brought to the class today and for show and tell. And I want you to hear this gentleman. I hope we can do it. I can't shout him out yet until I know we're going to use the material. But he was able to articulate to where I could condense this and drop it on you guys and let it simmer and filter in your brains. So I have this material, but what does it speak to? It speaks to last night's foolishness. There was a lot of bull crap going on around this 83. This 83 is about as carnacious as, again, ooh, boy, this is bad. And I'm not trying, Bam Adebayo, God bless you, young king. Listen, respect due, whatever. You put the ball in the bucket, whatever many times it needed to be put there. And so that's not really where the clownery comes. No. This is NBA stuff here. And you guys are missing it, but there's a lot that we can share and delve into because of the execution of this. The night, 43 free throws, anywhere at any time is peculiar. Are we clear on that? I think 877-909-1007. I dare you to explain when 43 free throws in a game. I'm feeling like for almost the team sometimes. When I'm not sure, but a player, and we're going to just act like the conversation. See, and you know who got me? You know who got me? Now that I was wondering why I did. I swear I'm starting to like Gian. I'm not starting. I'm well into on my way to loathing Giannis Antetokounmpo as a whole ass stocking bearer from the land of chicanery, a Danskin general. That's how you looking, your big ass. You saw every time he says anything at this point, it's effed up.
What the hell is that?
His comments about, I don't care how you got it, if you got it. Of course, you would say that. Dr. Flukenstein. Yes, you'd say that, the Greek fluke. Because they blessed you like this. Because you know this style of flukery. You know it well. Milwaukee's championship that didn't involve Lou Alcindor is Jank Langston of the Pippi Longstocking division. Man, F Giannis with this. It don't matter how you got. Yes, it does. Man, what's the field goal percentage? We're going to have to start looking. The dissection, I didn't get into it. I took what it was for face value. Cool. God bless him. I hate talking about it in the style because it's like we're not, nobody, hey, Bam didn't pick himself for the assignment. Somebody sent the email. Tonight, we're on this.
I got his numbers, Bam's numbers.
Share.
83 points, 20 of 43 from field goal range, 7 of 22 from three-point land, 36 of 43 from the charity stripe.
43. Look at the attempts. You said 43 attempts, right?
43 attempts from the free throw land. And
so you're going for that in your that doesn't line up with anything congruent in terms of why would that even go? Why is he doing that? And I'm hot. Man, you ain't never that hot. It doesn't feel, it shouldn't feel right. Now it took place and we got to go with it because they wrote it down and history's going to reflect. And they took the little damn picture with, man, yeah, keep playing. You might keep running that, Josh. Because this is, no, man, no. We'll talk, hold on, we're going to talk to the fellas. I don't want to spend too much time because I'm going to let out too much here. Clearly, I'm not in the school or the camp that is going to say we need to accept this other than we just are going to go ahead and accept this. But we probably should not accept this like this. And here's the thing. The follow-up, why did I mention the guy? Why did I mention the clip? All of this, because, see, there's a correlation last night. Bam Adebayo was the distraction. The overall, it was the umbrella play for your attention. But what you did not notice is there were probably, I'm going to say at least 6, maybe 7. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't want to misquote. I want this clip to come down and we can go check and we can follow this up ourselves. You can too. Career nights for mediocre kind of role play lifer cats like Bam. 877-909-1007. Get the hell out of here with this. But this is the NBA on you. Now, I love you. I love you guys, gals. I love you. I do. You think I don't? I'm coming here. This is not, I'm here. But I got to go. But you're stupid. You're stupid. If we're going to look at the NBA and the NFL, we're not doing NFL. We'll get back. You know, it's never, we'll get back. We're here now, NBA. Anywhere else they spit in your face, you would not open your mouth like that. And that's what it, yep. Let us have more of crap. And they're dancing around, acting a fool about this. And we could have went with a more believable team. We could, man, you know what we're going to do, John? We're going to look down the NBA landscape. We're going to find somebody else who would have been a better candidate. This would have sold better with some guys that we could have did this with Devin Booker or somebody.
Well, how about SGA, obviously?
Well, yeah, but he's top in his thing because even Kobe, I don't know if they was top of the heap in the year and the season they did it. The Lakers was kind of, there was a little bit in that season.
Well,
you know
if
what
you're
I'm
talking along those lines, how about Ja Morant?
No, we won't talk about Ja Morant. I thought we don't. So next one. But we need somebody else. We could have gone with someone else. Bam 83. Yeah, my ass. That was corny as hell pulling that. All right, we come back, man. We get into it. So we got the and I'm sorry. We didn't F around and talk Trey Hendrickson into some money. Yeah. That's the black and white, right? See, you see that? What's up? Help me, and then boom. Trey Hendrickson has a home. Max Crosby does not. Sit tight.
Stay close. Andre of the Savages is just warming up. 100.7 The Ticket. ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
No accidents, no unusual slowdowns at this time in your Wednesday commute. If you're seeing anything or not, let us know. That's your Cumulus Toledo right now traffic.
Are you watching a big sporting event with friends, having a party, or are you just too tired to make dinner? Then you need to call Mama Mary's Pizza, home of the famous 28-inch colossal pizza, equal to 4 large pizzas. Mama Mary's Pizza is authentic New
Bam, I ought to buy you some new legs to jump. Just surpass Kobe. 81 points. I'm talking about a nigga that I would sweat for aught 12 through 4 quarters. Just surpass Kobe. The bullshit been bullshitting today. Derek White got 32 points today. Kyle Kuzma is at 31, and it's the start of the fourth quarter. Miles Turner, 22 points. Ty Jerome, 26. Cameron Payne off the bench, 32 points. Kelly Oubre, 30 points. I don't believe in coincidences. You mean to tell me these many niggas had career games? Niggas that we would sweat for alt 10, but meanwhile, I'm watching Jaylen Brown lead a game. I'm watching Jason Tatum still at 14 points. I'm watching Asparagus and Goon have 10 points at halftime and still not get 15. But Bam, I ought to buy you some new legs, got 82 fucking points.
Blue Book is not affiliated with the Williams Brothers. Offer absolutely ends March 31st, 2026.
Spring break is here, and so are the road trips. Before you hit the highway for spring break, swing into Hudson's Automotive. Our certified techs will check your brakes, fluids, tires, and more, so you can travel with confidence. Hudson's Automotive in Holland. Get your car ready for the road ahead.
The need for aerospace technicians is on the rise. If you're looking for an exciting technical career that can offer exceptional wages and job security at a fraction of the cost of a 4-year college program, then consider the Federal Aerospace Institute, an FAA-certified aircraft maintenance technician school located at the Eugene F. Krantz Toledo Express Airport. FAI will prepare you for a new and rewarding career path in the aerospace industry. In just 12 short months, you can earn your FAA certification as a licensed aircraft maintenance technician that can open the door to thousands of employment opportunities nationwide, and many companies offering immediate employment, sign-on bonuses, travel opportunities, advancements, and more. Ask us about our newly formed partnership with Owens Community College and Purdue University Global. Day and evening classes are forming now, and class sizes are limited. Finance options are available for students and qualified military veterans. Visit us at federalaerospaceinstitute.com or give us a call to schedule your no-obligation tour. FAI, where futures take off.
Thornton now racing to the right point, goes down to the right side of the lane, stops, gets a top to Keith Tilley, shoots an open three, bullseye.
Your home for Ohio State basketball in Toledo is right here on ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. We are Toledo's home for the Buckeyes and hoops.
Foul into Thornton, left point Mobley, shoots a three, left wing Mobley, up and in. Danced on the rim and fell.
The best coverage of Central Catholic basketball is right here on ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. Join Bill Clark, Mike Mernon, and Jackson Stricker all season long for the most exciting and complete coverage of Irish hoops in the Toledo area. It's all brought to you by Burger King, the Castillo Funeral Home, Frickers, Maumee Bay Turf Center, the Toledo Diocese, Strauss Refrigeration, Danny's Cafe, and Frames Pest and Wildlife Control. So don't miss a minute of the action all season long. It's exciting. Central Catholic hoops on your local sports leader, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
Black and white sports.
May 23rd, 2025.
Seriously, right now, get the money line at this value. I'm telling you like this. I'm getting in. I'm putting this in play. And I'm trying to help right now take Minnesota to win tomorrow. And then we will come back game 4 and take OKC. I'm telling you right now. Seriously.
Timberwolves and Thunder.
The game 4 would be Monday. Or Tuesday. Monday. Bam. Okay, so there it is. Saturday and Monday.
Black and white sports. Weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7. The Ticket.
Black and white sports, where there is no gray.
Good day, Glass City, Northwest Ohio, Southeast Michigan friends. In case we hadn't mentioned, the thing about the inaugural Black and White Sports Radio Show, T-shirts and sweatshirts available in conjunction with Juke Bowl. Please click the link on the 1007theticket.com homepage just over the Glass City Wranglers ad. Today, time's running out.
Monday through Friday, your afternoon drive, 4 to 6 p.m.
ESPN 100.7. The Ticket. Black and white sports with Andre of the Savages.
Listen to me. Pay attention to what I'm telling you, yo. I don't give a bro. They laying us down. On top of that, we laying us down. Who losing and who winning? I keep talking about check the score. Check the score. We down. Check the score, bro. We losing, man. Y'all got to pay attention. Real talk. You got to tighten up, gang. We losing. So all that y'all doing out here, bro, if you playing with them jokes, if you claiming you got smoke in the op, half these y'all calling ops ain't even ops, bro. Because the real op, when he see you, he gonna slide you. I'm telling you. That's a real op, bro. Ain't no going to school, ain't no going to getting on the bus or nothing. I'm gonna clean your ass. So stop making it seem like it's something that ain't just so you can have some smoke or have your name ring about something goofy, bro. Get you some money.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
On 100.7 The Ticket.
We like to work for food around here. It's a Wednesday. We got to get through the week. It's the middle portion. It was gloomy. We had the severe torrential downpour overnight. Damn, that was hellacious. If you got anything going on around a viaduct, you might want to reroute yourself today. I think it might still be a little bit herk and jerk out there, but yeah, be cautious moving through. It's probably a little bit better, but it was wild though overnight for sure. And in the early hours, people had to do the 4 a.m.s and the 5s and stuff. It was wicked picket out here. Welcome back in here. All right, you know what? My bad, Josh. I went through the whole thing. I was too over assertive during that first section there as we got started. Sorry, everyone. We are brought to you by my good friends at the Bellamere Suites. Yes, they are located in Perrysburg, Ohio. And it is there that, like the Sanzadas, we encourage you to revisit fun romance. Yes, this is the place where that happens. As you heard, it is a unique experience unlike any other. That's why they came back with the facility in Cumming, GA. That's suburban Atlanta. See, they had to do it. And very wise to do so. So, in case they can hear us there too in the ATL, we know that might be 14 and a half people, Josh. They get the Atlanta section. You understand?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Cumming, Georgia.
Yeah, so there you go. But please, revisit Fun Romance, 866-499-BELLA to make those reservations. 866-499-2352.
That is right. Cumming, Georgia, right?
Yes, you're right. Yes,
good.
Sir. Look at the accuracy. I like it, Josh. You tuning in. Plugged in. But yes, you guys do that and tune in. Thank you very much, Bellamere, as they bring you all guests and calls. That was a dramatic fade, Josh. Let's see. All guests and calls. Typically, it would right away. Impresses here, everyone. Josh, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't know that was his cue or something like that.
It is always, what is you black? You just went crazy. You all right?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
All right, man. You want some water? We're here. You can't drink my water. I'll get you some water, man. Impress, how are you, sir? We're here.
Yeah. I'm good, man. How you?
Hey, listen, we're just here to work for food. That's all it is. That's all it is. Welcome. And today, fastest $1.40 nickel today. We got to go.
No, it's $1.05, man.
Well, okay. Well, I like that sounding better. I'll just thank you for the tip. I knew the math. But thank you. Thank you very much.
No problem, bro. Yeah.
No, 40 nickel. That's the one they say because then I can know who was the biters. If I say 105, anybody could say that. But you say that, now it's okay. Assault. See? It's very simple. It's very easy to get to the case because the universe will allow the proper justice. But yes, everyone, Mighty Features is here. Okay, we can go right to, because I'm coming back to this, and I have more to say, but I want to let you go ahead and say, because I'm not necessarily trying to kill it and tear it down, because you got to put the ball in the bucket. Okay, get it, all of that. But I have a thing. Thank goodness Josh was able to get this, and for me, this is much deeper. It's going to be an opportunity to share with the people some of this funny business, how it operates. And last night, I'm very disappointed in the public that anybody who is ultra excited about this had no question to begin with, simply from the standpoint that we elected the wrong candidate to execute this con. Okay, that's number one. And there's no disrespect to Bam, but Bam on a regular, and you're going to hear this in this clip because this guy's a bettor. That's why I'm sharing this. This is a dude that's betting, and the way he describes it, if it's not as funny as it sounds the first time through, don't you worry. I'll translate it for you. But at the end of the day, what he acknowledges and points out for us, Monty, is last night, Bam was just the capital version of the entire frame, which was we had at least, when I listened to him say this back again, I had to count at least 6, 7, it wasn't it, Josh, at least 6, 7, maybe 8 people or more who had career nights last night, especially in scoring.
Right.
I'm talking about marginal Kyle Kuzma, again, Derek White, after they snatched Jaylen Brown, because that's what I'm going to. At some point here, I got to go to that today because I lost a lot on the props with that. With Jaylen Brown getting snatched out in a real unceremonious violation that didn't equate to an ejection. But this is the game we're playing. But Monty, go ahead. Let me let you go ahead and just react to the 83 for what it is. You love it, you hate it, but everybody talking about it. Bam is the man of the hour. This man is eclipse Kobe Bryant is a regular, make you sweat it out for a 15-point night. This is nonsense.
Well, I can't really blame Scam Adebayo. I mean, Bam Adebayo, because you're right.
Oh, we don't. By the way, I said that too. We're not dissing him,
right,
as the candidate they use,
because you got to be able to put the ball in the bucket. I distinctly remember a game, and they talking about his teammates, but I remember a game. I think it was our junior year when we was trying to get Donnie the scoring record, right?
Yeah.
And it was just pretty much
trivia question. Quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you, big dog. Quick trivia question. Do you know who the second leading scorer was on the Donnie Dobbs record-breaking night?
Was that you, bro?
I mean, I've never been so happy about 7 points in my life. But I'm sorry. Go ahead. It didn't matter. I'm sorry.
But I remember distinctly like feeding him the ball. It was times where we, I could have shot the ball, but gave up shots so that he can.
Yeah, we all did.
Get a record. You know what I mean? So that part of it, that is what it is. But again, I'm gonna commend him because you still got to put the ball in the basket. You still got to make free throws. I think he made 7 threes.
Yeah, he did, and he made the 7 triples. I mean, Bam's game has come a long way. We can all acknowledge that. But typically, I mean, listen, those paying casuals probably this will get past them. They just hear it. They hear the achievement. They see the Today Show. Everybody's going on. You see Asia Wilson creep into the frame. You get all of this. So you got to.
I thought that was Strange.
Stop it, dude. Stop it. You don't want me to get on that. I'm going to lose a lot of people if I start taking off on that channel. But nonetheless, she was in the scene and all of that in Middle America and all the things going on. That was a good play. That was a savvy move. Asia Wilson, everybody. And it's just, it was a lot going on last night. I can equate it to all kind of things. And now that I think about her presence on it, felt awkward in the moment and this and that. You did not see Vanessa Bryant, even though I don't think Kobe was not on. I think they were on the road. Were they on the road to Toronto? They might have been in Toronto. But nonetheless.
Oh, they were at home when
Kobe. Well, yeah. Okay, it's even better. So now I can make my point. Because Vanessa wasn't all in everything that when he's talking on the mic or whatever he's doing. That history doesn't show us that. We don't see the film saying that. But forever we will see Asia Wilson sitting up there. I'm sorry, ma'am. See, this is why they don't get me on it, Monty. I'm not going to never make it to get in. Excuse me. Yeah. Excuse me, Miss Wilson. Can I have a question for Miss Wilson? Andre Savage, Black and White Sports, Toledo, Ohio. Miss Wilson, I'm just curious. We love the achievement. I know you celebrate your spouse and everything, but I was curious, why are you in here on I don't know how to. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a cool way to ask him. I love you, big fan. I love what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good. But what is happening right now? I'm not sure because as I'm distracted, I'm trying to talk to Mr. Adebayo, and is the Aces doing something?
Was this Aces night?
Watch this. But see, watch this. Here it is. Everybody, dig this. Everybody, watch this. If I had went, but what's up? Where we at with these CBAs? Now she up. Then storm off the table. Excuse me. Or they got me. I'm escorted. It's time for me to go now. If I said, where we at with the labor talks?
No more questions for Mr. Black and White, sir.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm not here for this. I'm here to celebrate my. You see. This is it's the flukery. All of it. But I'm saying sorry. We didn't mean to get to that. It was a part of last night, and that didn't feel cool. I'm just of the opinion that this is strange because, again, now I want to point this out. Let me share this with you, Mike. This brings us to my cat. Okay, now it's time to go to our guy. It's B Titty, who is my man. I think it's Brian Tidwell is his name, but he's heavy with the gambling circuit as far as what he's doing. He's silly. He's a guy, he's always talking, but he's silly with it when he goes in. So we were able to, I think, clean this up for radio. Okay, but check this out. This is my point with respect to, let's shift off of BAM, everybody. I want you guys to see a much larger play here, NBA wide, last night, and all of this should feel very funky monkey. Go ahead, Mr. Burnham.
Bam, I want to buy you some new legs to jump. Just surpassed Kobe, 81 points. I'm talking about that I would sweat for aught 12 in 4 quarters. Just surpassed Kobe. Derek White got 32 points today. Kyle Kuzma is at 31, and it's the start of the 4th quarter. Miles Turner, 22 points. Ty Jerome, 26. Cameron Payne off the bench, 32 points. Kelly Oubre, 30 points. I don't believe in coincidences. You mean to tell me these many games that we would sweat for all 10, but meanwhile, I'm watching Jaylen Brown lead the game. I'm watching Jason Tatum still at 14 points. I'm watching Asparagus and Goon have 10 points at halftime and still not get 15. But Bam, I ought to buy you some new legs, got 82 points.
And part of that, we chopped off Josh. He said career nights in there. And one of the points he said, we had this many ninjas come out here with career nights, Monty. Career nights. That many. Did you get that list?
Yeah.
That's a funky list of clowns in most nights. Except Derek White, I don't want to play you like that, but I'm saying I don't ever love a Kyle Kuzma night. I know it's funkiness. Wait a minute. Something is, wait a minute. It's, wait, what? And just on and on. Miles Turner. Just like peanut butter. And that's what you doing? You just out here. See, let's come back, everybody. Let's come back. All right. We moving quickly today. We out here. We got Monty features on it. We just chopping. Again, this 83. The 83 should smell funny. Don't forget, though, we got less than 83 probably days, I guess. 83 hours or something. Get these t-shirts, people. Please be kind. We see it moving. We appreciate you. It's on the website homepage, but I think there will be something mentioned about this.
When sports need a voice that doesn't play games, it's Andre of the Savages on Black and White Sports. 100.7 The Ticket. ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
Things quite slow, 475 westbound between Talmadge and 23. Also, the report of an accident at Lewis and Smith. Other than that, we are clear. If you see anything or not, let us know. That's your Cumulus Toledo right now traffic.
This report is sponsored by Capital One. Earn unlimited double miles on every purchase with the Capital One Venture X business card. Big purchasing power means you can spend more and earn more. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Are you watching a big sporting event with friends, having a party, or are you just too tired to make dinner? Then you need to call Mama Mary's Pizza, home of the famous 28-inch colossal pizza, equal to 4 large pizzas. Mama Mary's Pizza is authentic New York-style thin crust pizza. The thinner the crust, the better the taste. Get great discounts when you order online at MamaMarysPizza.com. Just go to the menu page and click on the deal section. Located in Holland on Airport Highway across from the big Kroger, Mama Mary's Pizza.
Whether you're an active person that wants extra supplemental movement, maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation, Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now and order Ellipse.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Throw your problems away.
Hey, Dad.
Hudson'sAutomotive.com.
78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Even high earners, over 60%, have under $1,000 saved. But a new money move is making way. Welcome to the 24K Life, created by financial performance coach Derek Gant. The 24K Life is where high achievers master their money, sharpen their mindset, building unshakable confidence and wealth. If you're done with the survival mind and are ready to thrive, visit 24klife.org. The 24K Life. Be your best. Get the best. Leave nothing to chance.
Black and white sports, where there is no gray.
Good day, Glass City, Northwest Ohio, Southeast Michigan friends. In case we hadn't mentioned, the thing about the inaugural Black and White Sports Radio Show, T-shirts and sweatshirts available in conjunction with Juke Mode. Please click the link on the 1007theticket.com homepage, just over the Glass City Wranglers ad. Today, time's running out.
Monday through Friday, your afternoon drive, 4 to 6 p.m.
ESPN 100.7. The Ticket. Black and white sports.
It's all about focus. I don't care who you are, where you're from, doesn't matter. It's having a focus and having a purpose. Right? You wake up every single day to get better today than you were yesterday. It doesn't matter what you are. You're a basketball player, a hockey player, golf player, painter, right? It doesn't matter.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
Okay, one final time in the first hour, and it's not really a couple today, all right? We're here on the 105, thank you to Monty Features, made that clear. But no, the fastest buck 40 nickel today, people. We got to ride out of here early. Our boys from Central Catholic advance, move forward so they go to work tonight. So shout out to Manny Fresh and the fellas, Kennard and you boys, handle business. Good luck. I wonder if they wearing their green tonight. Where did this green come from? I know I've seen it over the years, but it trips me out with the basketball team, man. It seems like it's just, you know what I mean? I get it's part of the whole, because, you know, Central can go with the red or the green. They got the silver happening, but I don't know. Maybe
The luck
I'm not mad at them, though, because it's not a bad uniform. It's just, I don't know. It's the green. I don't know. It seems like I don't know, but it's working. I think it's working. I think they've been wearing that the whole time. So keep that on. But good luck to the fellas tonight. So we out of here at 5:45, everybody. So be advised on that. 877-909-1007. Welcome back in. My bad too. I know we had some calls coming in. You guys can shoot them back at us, but we didn't want to stay too much. I mean, the Bam thing is just funny, people. That's all. But listen, 43 free throws for any one individual. It's just a lot going on with that. But as Monty was saying, got my man Monty Features in here too, by the way, Josh Burnham, and he put the ball in the bucket. So we're not really we're not criticizing Bam. I mean, the achievement was the achievement. I'm just trying to encourage you all. Take a different look at last night. It was a little strange. It was peculiar. If anybody is strong with the prop bets, then you really quite possibly felt that. I did. There's no question. You know what I mean? The Jaylen Brown thing, that pretty much made me, that's when I go into like nap mode.
I didn't even understand that whole thing though.
Well, because it's not understandable because it was nonsense. There was not an infraction. Now, granted, he was a little sassy with the ref, so he played his part, even as an actor. If I was going to say Jaylen Brown, because what we don't want to ever imagine, and I think it'll be taking everybody's imagination far, but I'm trying to encourage everybody to maybe consider, these players too, understanding things as company men, because how often are you seeing Jaylen Brown lash out? He's not a lashy outy guy anyway, even though, we know him as a strong sort of figure in and off the court and everything else. He's not a loss of composure guy. And you got to do it in something that comes a little stark to everybody, a little startling. That was startling. Just like the same time, Monty, Bam with this 83, that startles you. Because that's the first thing you say, who? Got 80? I mean, 83 isn't necessarily the most wild thing in this day and age of play, but you hear the wrong name, you're taken back. So Jaylen Brown, by the same token, he's ejected. Well, you start looking like, what the hell did Jaylen Brown do to get like thrown out of the game because you think of these type of antics of Draymond Green, who is obviously a savant at this, not him. So, in a collection last night, bro, of things that all that is bad. It's not adding up. Plus, we played this clip, everybody. If you guys just getting back in here, that it's a guy. I mean, it's a guy, a gentleman on Instagram though, and he's young guy, but he's real heavy with his betting. But when he comes with his content and talks to the people, he's silly, he's comical in the way he delivers that. But he took us on an explanation, everyone, of something that really isn't explainable. With regard to, again, we had many career nights in scoring, not just Bam. Bam covers up all the rest of that. Does that make sense, Monty?
Right.
We're not talking about the list of names that he gave you, and nobody cares because you just chalk it up. I was in the game. Somebody got busy. Yeah, right. And they never will again. So
Yeah, not that many scrubs in one night.
Thank you. That's all, everybody. All right, 877-909-1007. It's Black and White Sports here on this Wednesday. Just trying to move through in a keep the composure. Let me come to Hendrickson, Monty. I feel like we talked him into a deal. See that? Yeah. Look at that's the Black and White synergy for you. See, we talked you right into a deal. But your thoughts on all of this, because this has also been a highly volatile conversation through most of the morning, the day, with respect to how this took place, the renege on the Crosby, your thoughts there in totality with it, and then for the Ravens to pull Henderson on to the ship. 112 is the total. 4 years is the extent. And some people have a little bit of a problem with everything going off. But right now, they also have us at a questionable health, conversation where Crosby's concerned, which we weren't having either. To me, I'm like, what?
Right.
We weren't saying that.
So one, to me, if I was the Ravens, I would rather have. I would love to see the medical report, right? To that nullified that, because I would rather take my chance on a 28-year-old Crosby that I know what I get every time he's on the field healthy, right? I would have to see something definitive in that medical report where I was like, nah, I just can't see it. But to turn that down to, if they indeed turned it down because they felt like they could get Hendrickson. That's to me that's beyond. That's Browning. They going back to their old roots.
Yeah, it feels like that. It does feel. I don't know, and maybe we're hating on Trey Hendrickson a little too much. I feel like I don't know that I'm not giving him enough credit. I said to you guys yesterday, he hasn't played a full situation since he was the guy.
Right.
You can't keep telling me it's about to be this and that with him.
And again, looking at their ages, I think Crosby's like 28, he's 31. So you got three. It would seem to me that the Ravens would have took Crosby, but for Crosby, this damages him for real, because now he has to go back to the Raiders. The price that they would have got for him, they're not going to get for him now, because all of these doctors are saying that he's not as healthy as he should be. Now, that was brought his trade value down. So as Crosby, what do you do? Because it worked out best for the Raiders, because they may end up keeping him, even though he don't want to be there anymore.
It certainly presents a perplexing situation, kind of, in the sense that it's weird, and there are a lot of questions, and see, this is going to be frustrating to me in the sense that people will stop the questions as soon as the next distraction comes through and shifts everybody's energy. Okay.
That happened awfully fast. It happened awfully fast.
It stinks to high hell. Whatever went on, and again, you know what I mean? Like you said, now here's where I felt like what you just said is probably taking with respect to the value and now the way we're looking at him league-wide. As soon as I heard the Cowboys pop up, in the statement that I got on the record was like, we're good. No, we cool. I was like, oh, now we're not knowing something. Something is definitely wrong, because I didn't want to hear that. I was actually, I'm like, well, good. Dallas will take him. No, we won't. So wow. So
and they said it was a Cowboy doctor who was in on the decision to ixnay it. So.
Oh well, now hold on.
Right.
Now I want to pause.
Right.
I had heard that. And if that is true, Josh, we might want to look it up. Not saying that we disrespect and impress, but wait a minute.
One of the Cowboys
physicians are involved. Oh no.
The Cowboy physicians was one of the persons consulted on the decision.
Oh no. Okay, Mr. Jones, stop this. You're silly. Okay, this is what we doing, Jerry. Then get it done then. And act a fool. But yeah, stop it. Stop it. Dude, if that's true, and we're gonna let's assume that it was, if that's the case, and some sort of Cowboy influence whatsoever. I don't give a damn if it was a doctor, somebody that was working concessions that somehow was running through with a camera. I don't care what's going on. That is all I needed to hear.
Yeah.
Next thing I'll be hearing is something about.
Yeah, they was talking about one of the Cowboys doctors that they consulted to help make that decision.
I bet, yeah, an expert recommendation. Yeah, he's not. Ravens, you might want to pass. Oh wow. Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, hour number one is Black and White Sports here. Don't forget, everyone, the T-shirt is available. The inaugural Black and White Sports tee. The logo, we switched that up. We've gone in a different direction, so we're excited about all of it. And the kind people at Juke Mode were, again, nice enough to include us with this. This has been happening. We admit we've been late to the party. You know what I mean? But still, nonetheless, glad to be in the building, and hopefully you guys will bless it in the final days of this, basically through this week, and we may get a day or two off maybe next week, but I don't want to say that for sure. Let's act with urgency, okay? And you come to the the ticket homepage, 1007theticket.com, right on the front, Glass City Wranglers. Shout out to the fellas too. Local hoop game is always strong around here, man, and so we salute them. But we're right there on top of their ad, the little link right there, man. So shout out to the people and my good friends here in the building, man, in our social media department, and they were nice enough to do that. So thank you very much again, and I think it's been working. it seems as though it's been working. So we want to thank you now in advance anyway for everybody who's done it. Impressed. I know you in there, so appreciate you too. All right.
Yes, sir.
Josh, I don't know what Josh did. Josh said it one day. Josh, was it follow up? Did you ever get around? No, I'm on. Don't answer that, Josh, because he'll be like, no, I don't.
Hey, Sab, check the group chat. I just sent it to you.
Okay, hold on. We'll check it. All right, we're getting out of here for this first hour, everybody. We will come back for a short 45 on the other side of this. Okay, all right, yep. Monty said, here it is, people, Sports Illustrated. Oh, boy. Cowboys team doctor plays role in the Max. Oh, Lord. Oh, boy. Okay, welcome to Dallas. Max Crosby. Yeah. All right. The defensive line. Now we back to the doomsday. With Quentin Mitchell, Max Crosby, we going off right now. My man, Green Bay, we going crazy. Yeah. Buckle up. It's like that. All right. We'll come back. Hour number sort of 2. Okay. Shout out to the Irish, man. Getting out of here in 45 minutes. Okay. It's the fastest $1.40 nickel around
See you
here.
tomorrow.
You going for the day, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We talk to you tomorrow, brother. Appreciate you, man. Hell of a job today.
All right.
And Josh Burnham will bring us back on the other side at about 5:05 as usual, but it's going to be quick. Mama Mary's Mozzarella Minutes coming up. Don't forget about the $1.20, everybody. 20% off your order when you order online, MamaMary'sPizza.com. %78 of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, but you don't have to. The 24K Life created by financial performance coach Derek Gant, giving you high achievers the system to master money, mindset, and success. Are you ready to rise? Visit 24klife.org. Live 24K.
Danny Schaefer.
This is Denny Schaefer inviting you to join me along with producer Chris Hollywood. Don't miss Denny Radio Sports and More weekdays from 2 to 4 right before Black and White Sports. Denny Radio Sports and More is just that. We talk sports, we talk pop culture, politics, the drama that is my life, and plenty of guests too. Call in. It won't cost you nothing. 877-909-1007.
He's an idiot.
Weekdays 2 to 4 on 100.7 The Ticket. His Store and More, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus media station.
I'm Bridget Condon with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The blockbuster trade for Max Crosby is off. The Raiders announced that the Ravens have backed out of the deal for the star pass rusher. According to NFL Network insiders, Baltimore backed out due to medical reasons. Crosby underwent successful meniscus surgery in January. Elsewhere, free agency frenzy continues with plenty of other news from the insiders. The Raiders are trading quarterback Geno Smith in a 7th-round pick to the Jets for a 6th-round pick. Smith previously played with the Jets, who drafted him in 2013. After the move, Smith told NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport that it's a, quote, complete full circle moment back to where it all began. Meanwhile, wide receiver Romeo Doubs is signing a 4-year, $68 million deal with the Patriots. Doubs spent the last 4 seasons with the Packers. New England is also signing offensive lineman Elijah Vera Tucker to a 3-year, $42 million deal. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there, providing hot meals, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding.
To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
From the sidelines to the headlines, this is Black and White Sports with the one and only Andre of the Savages on 100.7 The Ticket.
Whether you're an active person that wants extra supplemental movement, maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation, Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now and order Ellipse.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
If you're looking for an exciting technical career that can offer exceptional wages and job security at a fraction of the cost of a 4-year college program, then consider the Federal Aerospace Institute, an FAA-certified aircraft maintenance technician school located at the Eugene F. Krantz Toledo Express Airport. FAI will prepare you for a new and rewarding career path in the aerospace industry. In just 12 short months, you can earn your FAA certification as a licensed aircraft maintenance technician that can open the door to thousands of employment opportunities nationwide, and many companies offering immediate employment, sign-on bonuses, travel opportunities, advancements, and more. Ask us about our newly formed partnership with Owens Community College and Purdue University Global. Day and evening classes are forming now, and class sizes are limited. Finance options are available for students and qualified military veterans. Visit us at federalAerospaceInstitute.com or give us a call to schedule your no-obligation tour. FAI, where futures take off.
I also like local sports talk. Who doesn't? Okay. You know, I think it's like a super sports tiny thing to have the local sports stuff. There's still places that it exists. Obviously, everybody thinks those days are old, and the talking heads that literally just yell into microphones for hours at a time for radio are days of the past. It's like, no, there's still a very loyal listener to sports radio, but also there is local sports talk that still is giving the pulse of the fans. They're still giving the opinions of the fans. They're still asking the questions that need to be asked. And we have a Hall of Fame moment. They have a fervor fan base, and those guys, they love it. They're there every day. It means so much to them. They're doing bigger numbers than a lot of these podcasts out here. They think they're national podcasts. No doubt. You know, in these cities. Like, if I knew this guy existed my entire life, this would have been incredible. Good sports talk is hard to beat. It is legitimately hard to beat. Yeah. Feed me that times 10, but also, and potentially dying it, and we need him to take care of himself.
Well, and that's the big thing. Like a guy like him, like he has carte blanche to say whatever. I mean, he's killing himself. You subject yourself, and he has to care. I almost hate this city because of it, so I'm going to let everybody have it. I think
it's their love of the cities that drives them every single day. We appreciate that from Paisan. But many people around different cities, they hate us. We're the national people that say something. The local people talking about the national people. The best in the world. Shout out to the local folks. We appreciate you. Shout out to sports being so damn magical. And shout out
Black and White Sports with Andre of the Savages on 100.7 The Ticket.
Crazy for 45 or less at this point. Hour number 2 in a sense. Black and White Sports should not have to convince at this point, but we'll do it because we're here to work for food on this Wednesday. I am Andre of the Savages. Josh Burnham is in here. Thank you, Monty Features. Appreciate you rocking on hour 1 like you like to do. No, that was good work too, man, on the BAM. Listen, hopefully this was a different take for you here. We didn't do whatever they were doing because I would imagine all they did was praise it. As far as in the national media, I would suspect that's what they did and went crazy all day and showed you the pictures of Wilt and, Kobe or whatever. They probably didn't even, I feel like they still didn't even acknowledge Kobe and all of this as much as they can. They give you the Wilt, then they go to, BAM. And it's like, you guys just have to pay attention to the delivery. And I know for me, one of the things that comes with this show is my oversensitivity to how the content is disseminated and distributed to you all. And the tactical elements that engage you in how this whole thing operates. And that's part of what you can get here. And I certainly opened the door to challenges on what I know. Now, we can do all this about the sports. I don't know it all. And I guess most of you do. I get that. But we're not going to play games with the TV thing. I'm just not. We can do tooting horns, whatever you want to do. I'm not. And who am I talking? Who am I referring to that I'm not getting ready to hear? Nothing? Oprah. I'm not talking about you. Somebody running around here in Lucas, or please don't send me Christian Conklin or Lee Brown or none of it. Don't send it here. They know. That's the problem. But the extent that I'm trying to help you with this bull crap. Last night was an entire ish show from the NBA and a complete fiasco. Seriously. And we don't like, because I don't not like dissing Bam here, because this is not on Bam. Other than it's on Bam. And he was the guy used to do this. But on a night where we saw an exuberant amount of career scoring output from mediocre, mid-level, and role-playing people, of your highest Byron Scott Elks, and I don't want to diss my man because that's my guy, but as a role-playing aficionado, never been a Dennis Hopson in a gym in my life, ever, on none of it. So my perspective has always been from the team and understanding the in full complement and arrangement of what we're trying to accomplish out here. Always felt like a damn good coach. That's what they say. For that reason. Because I learned it from the bench. I had to come from the, hey, listen, let me share this with you. I should go here. I hate that Monty's gone, right? I wish he were here on this because he could come in and take it back to Old West End with me. But I come from water boy status, Josh. How about that?
Oh,
and when they talking about how you get it out the mud and they say some of these cats was born into it, they practiced and went to all the things and even had a dad that was around, running around practicing jumpers and none of that. And like I said, cut. And so don't tell me about the desire to be that too. So that's another thing. We're not getting ready to say I didn't want to hoop because they didn't want to respect it. So what you gonna do? You can either stop because they're not respecting you, or you can go get respect.
And I want my damn respect too.
So that's the perspective when we come from. And like I said, it's a role play thing, you know what I mean, in terms of being a contributor. Like Josh, I would categorize my situation as I don't have to play. It doesn't mean we will lose if I don't play well, right?
Right.
But if I do play well, Josh, your ass is grass. You cook. It's nothing to it.
The team is functioning at all cylinders, and
right on.
It's a juggernaut.
Yeah, if the rest of my guys, and the guys that's the league guys, like I said, when we were seniors, you know what I'm saying? Like we always talk about Monty All City.
Yeah.
So he was the go-to man. We went with an interior situation, right? But before that, we just talked about Donnie Dobbs, respect due, right? We talked about those things. But again, so, I just see it different. Sometimes, guys, you guys know this. When you're the star man and your perspective is of a Jordan-esque and the main man of all things and through the ranks, sometimes your perspective is askew when you start trying to ask others to execute. Because you're not understanding, you got to realize that as the coach, each individual, there's buttons, each man or each woman that's on that, whatever you're doing. And in our case, a lot of times with the young ones, the ladies and the gentlemen, we're on it. So imagine navigating the energies of what's going on physiologically with children, psychologically, children. See, physically, then the execution, the teaching, and the actual learning of the processing to perform. So let's understand. I say this because I'm not going to take a lot of this crap about who knows what and what know who. Now, I'm not sitting up here talking like I'm Dean Smith. But be careful with that goofiness, man. And so what I'm doing now, though, I'm trying to help you not lose money. Because the NBA pulled some crap last night, to get back to that. Where in hell Bam Adebayo supposed to score 83 points? On what? No day. Except yesterday. And it didn't pay. Because nobody would play. And if somebody did hit something like, bruh, let me tell you. But just know, again, The Jaylen Brown, you guys saw that. We can just go, let's just dance with the Jaylen Brown getting the ejection of Jaylen Brown. Every time I say that, it feels as ridiculous as it kind of is because, Josh, I think that was the second time that man has been ejected. How many years has Jaylen Brown been playing?
At least 10, whatever it is, years or something like that.
But every 5 to 10 games, Draymond gets one, and not to trip on Draymond right now, but that's not a common thing. And so I just was I was disgusted last night, not just for losing the prop bets that involve Jaylen Brown, but because I know there are still people that want to sit up here and be in the barbershop at Anthony Butler's master barbershop and will want to argue and fight, which is why I stopped. I don't do it anymore. Don't even bother talking to me. When we're off the air with that, I'm not doing it. Because people will try to get you and start our back and forth. Man, I'm cool. Yep, you're right. But no, man, that thing last night, you had a flux of career scoring outputs last night. Very peculiar. And Bam Adebayo with 43 attempts from the foul line. And not to disrespect the 7 threes and the other field goals. But seriously, 31 points in the first quarter. Something like that. I might be off a point or two, but I know I'm right there. You out of your damn mind.
Just like peanut butter.
But anyway, it happened. All right, we're getting ready to get out of here, though. It's about a half hour. We're in here, everybody. So thank you for being with us on this Work for Food Wednesday. That's all we're trying to do. So in doing that, please remember that we are currently offering our first stab at the merch game, everyone. Black and White Sports Logo Tee is available now for a short time only in conjunction with the good people at Juke Mode. And they do this, everyone. Here for Good is the program. Many companies in this community are involved, and it's a celebration of the local funnel that we often stress, that we encourage you to continue to pour into the community as a vehicle. Local business is all I'm trying to say. Put the bread there. And if you could, put just a small crumb in for us with these T-shirts. They're very inexpensive. And the sweatshirt, we love when you get the sweatshirt, though. Let's not lie. The commission structure is such that I should have only put the we should have only put the sweatshirt. So if you could, I think you can sort that out, right? But we are on the homepage here at the ticket. 1007theticket.com is the homepage. So please plug in there and plug in with us. I can't wait to see you out here on this street walking around with that. You never know what I might do. If I catch you in the shirt, you never know. Josh, imagine that. What if I was handing out $1,000 portions every time I saw you in a shirt? Now, would that bug the nation out?
Well, if you're sending out $1,000, it makes you think like, did you just win the lottery? Because I don't think you can afford to send out $1,000.
Are you sure? How you know?
Well, if anyone has at least 1,000 or so, something like that, you'll try to keep as much as possible without going broke to pay for, real life stuff. But if you won the lottery, if you have money to burn, I think you can afford to do that.
That's not money to burn. That's appreciation, Josh. That's good business. It's from the Diddy school. It's from Diddy parties. They have a seminar of education before they break out. You didn't know that?
Oh, Diddy party seminars. Was Jeffrey Epstein part of those too?
I never saw him. I was never at those nights. All right. Here's the perfect place to now he doesn't want to come on. And all guests are brought to you by. Woo-hoo. Oh, in the middle of these Mama Mary's mozzarella minutes, we continue here. We got to get out of here on a short one today. Sandman is brief. Glad to have you. Andy Sanzada, everybody, live from the 216. Andy, listen. I didn't script the Epstein line.
I know. I got it.
I didn't.
I know.
Right.
That's just Josh being Josh.
Yep. I gotta be me. I am what I am.
Hey, hold on here. Listen, before we run off, let me handle a couple of things because the clock will tick out on us. So, like I said, first things first, we are in the middle of the Mama Mary's mozzarella minutes right now. So we want to thank our good friends there. Frank, we appreciate you. Everybody on Airport Highway, you guys know that. Again, Mama Mary's Pizza, authentic New York style thin crust pizza, located in the south portion of the town, as you hear right there, creeping in Holland, but on Airport again. across from the big Kroger. Please make sure you stop in. They love it. But most people would like to chill at home and get things moving, especially items that they can consume as edible, right? MamaMarysPizza.com is a very tantalizing option for many reasons. It's not just the authentic New York style thin crust pizza. Oh, no. We have a thing about wings. We've been over this, people. It's dangerous. You can play games with ordering the wings if you like. But if something happens and you somehow arrive one night and it could be what do I call it? An evaporation. Hey, don't be upset. We warned you. That's the tastiness. That's the whole point. It's the quality control of the loving, tasty times. That's Mama Mary's. It's pizza. It's wings. It's pasta. It's vegan. It's all of it. It's just the right option. Do that. 419-867-9991. But Frank wants you to use this promo code BUCK20 at MamaMarysPizza.com. That'll get you 20% off your order. Okay. All right. Moving along here. And before we do, Andy, before we get started here, I always like it. You've been coming through clear. Your streaming's good, everything. But I know you're in a different part of Ohio. I know sometimes. Yeah. But in the area, you never know where it could be a little sporadic. So if, in fact, you could be having trouble, internet, stream, otherwise, and some of those things that we all can endure, I'd like to introduce Rocket Internet, everyone. Yes, it is an exclusive offer here that you hear on Black and White. 600 megabits per second for only $9.99 a month. Or a full gig for $19.99 a month. Kind of a no-brainer. Both plans include Wi-Fi equipment, unlimited data, no contract, and a 3-year price guarantee. Visit GetRocketInternet.com or call 567-3-ROCKET to check availability and sign up. Rocket Internet is a prepaid internet service. Professional installation is required, and a one-time activation fee applies. Offer subject to change or may be canceled without notice. Visit the Rocket website or call 567-3-ROCKET for full details. All right, Andy Sanzala, let's roll. Bam Adebayo, Andy. Talk to. See, here's the thing. As you come in here, we've been over it. I spent a lot of time on it with Monty and everything. And here's the thing that must be acknowledged about last night. Before we get too heavily into the accomplishment, we get it, Andy. He made the buckets. But for one, I think you've been watching the game long enough. I feel like on one hand, I'd be a little bit curious that you weren't curious hearing Bam Adebayo, not maybe an 83-point night, but because he was the guy. And I would tell you that this was covered by a night full of unexplainable career outputs in points from several people, not just him. And so I had to put that as a backdrop. But just your thoughts on this thing, man. But a lot of people not necessarily feeling it.
I didn't know it was real. I thought it was, it's some kind of farce or something. But but my question is, Sav, I don't care if it's Bam. I don't care if it's Kobe or Michael or whoever. How in the living hell do you get 43 free throw attempts by yourself in a single game?
See that, Josh? You see that? Now, Andy just came on. I did not talk to him beforehand. He got no memo. Nobody sent him a pretext. And Andy, thank you for that question because we don't really have it. We unclear because it's not supposed to happen. It's ridiculous.
You're not even supposed to give a team 43 free throws in a game.
They heard that too in the first top of the show.
Yeah, I'm thinking 43 attempts by one guy, and LeBron's thinking, what am I doing wrong?
Well, 43 attempts is ridiculous.
I'm sure LeBron will find some way to complain that wasn't his record either.
Listen, the people in L.A., though, the people in L.A. responded, interestingly, about Kobe's mark being surpassed.
Yeah.
But listen, man, I was just trying to explain and kind of chop it up with the people. Just know last night was very funky. The NBA really, they really slapped us in the face last night with all of this. Seriously, everybody. But, enjoy it, consume it. It is what it is. Congratulations, Bam Adebayo, 83 points in a contest. So, it will always be saluted and so on and so forth. Let me come to this, Andy. It's like we kind of talked our man into a deal We were talking about Hendrickson and all of this, but just all of it. When you talk about the funkiness of the renege with Crosby, all of this. But let me add this in case you did not know. Maybe you did, but Monty on his way out of here left us with this little nugget about the fact that part of the confirmation on the strange condition of Max Crosby's knee or what have you that we had not been hearing had influence from a Dallas Cowboy doctor, a staffer.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Listen,
it's true. We checked it. It's on the books too. It's real.
I think ultimately Baltimore made the right decision because they didn't lose the draft capital and they still got the guy that they feel they needed on the edge. I mean, this guy knows the division. He knows Joe Burrow. He knows how to come after Joe Burrow now more so than anybody. Really, he was his teammate.
Yeah.
So this makes more sense to me than the Crosby thing, anyways. You know, people can speculate all they want about how, I keep hearing people say the Ravens did the Raiders dirty and the Ravens found a loophole in the NFL. Listen, the bottom line is if a guy fails a physical, I don't want him on my team. I don't care if it's the Ravens or the Browns or whoever. If he's not healthy, I'm not giving you what you want in terms of all that draft capital for a guy that might get hurt after 1 or 2 games. And on top of that, I'm not paying him that kind of money that I paid Hendrickson if he's got some kind of nagging injury. So I don't blame the Ravens one bit for this. I think it's a smart decision on their part to go with somebody that knows the division. I think that ultimately that's what it came down to. But somebody will find Max. You will find Max Crosby on a roster.
Yeah, in a Dallas Cowboy uniform.
Well, and maybe that's the case.
Yeah, he would. Yeah,
this
is smoking.
But the question is, does Dallas have the draft capital that the Raiders would want now? Because that's something you've got to look at. But
too though. But see, you can also look for them to use all of their. So maybe not. Maybe it's not because they're not moving on any.
Because Jerry's not. Jerry's not. People harp on Jerry, and I know you respect Jerry a lot, Sav. He's not dumb enough to just throw away draft capital on a guy if the guy really does have a history of not just being hurt or he has something lingering now that's showing up on a physical. But Crosby said he let the Raiders fans down by this trade not going through. That tells me he knew something was wrong before he even went to take the physical. So why I don't understand why these players don't just step up and say, I'm not healthy. You may not want to trade me.
It's a tough game, though. You got to think, you know what I'm saying? You got to think.
I get that, but I just would like to see some of these guys be a little bit more accountable for their actions. But like you said, that's not going to happen because it's a business. It's more a business than it is a entertainment value situation. But I'm just, I'm glad that he's not coming to the North. I'll tell you that much because he is one of the best defensive ends in football when he's healthy. But if he's not healthy, that's a whole nother story.
We'll get out of here on a whole nother story, man. We'll have a couple and maybe work with some of this parlay work that I assured you I would give you. So we'll get out of the door on this. Central Catholic getting ready to get to work tonight. All right. These boys advanced in the tournament, man. Good luck to that. Quick, too, man. We'll come back to some of these comments, fellas, because I really wanted to add this. Andy, we were talking about this with Crosby, but I like this. And this is interesting what my man Corey Smith said. And this is something, see, I got to roll back to last night. And we'll do that, Andy, for a couple minutes when we come back. Because did you see you see San Antonio? Did you see the Boston San Antonio?
I did not get a chance to see that game last night. No.
But do you know Jaylen Brown was thrown out of that game, right?
I did hear that. Did San Antonio win?
Yeah, they ended up winning. Yeah.
Okay.
So
right.
I like what Corey Smith said. He said, listen, they don't want Jaylen Brown to be the leader of the Celtics, and he already is. You're right, Corey Smith, but there's something to that. I wanted to take that a little bit further. So I'm gonna come back and do that because there's more to it. And I really realized it sort of last night with that situation with Jaylen Brown because that was a little bit outlandish, but it had to be done. All right, sit tight. It's Black and White.
Join Andre of the Savages weekdays 4 to 6 on Black and White Sports, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
This is Denny Schaefer. Is your basement starting to feel more like a swimming pool? Is your crawl space damp and musty? Then do what I did. Call Toledo Basement Repair. They're Toledo's experts in waterproofing basements and crawl spaces. They stop leaks, seal cracks, get rid of that stinky air, and keep your home dry, safe, and mold-free for your family's health. They did great for me, and they'll do great for you. Don't wait until it rains. Call Toledo Basement Repair today. 419-504-HOME. Toledo Basement Repair. Keep it dry.
Hey, it's Mookie. Northwood Jewelers is hosting their annual bridal event on Saturday, March 21st from 10 until 3. If you're getting ready to tie the knot, this is the perfect time to shop. Buy one wedding band, get one free. Exclusions do apply. Still looking for that perfect engagement ring? You can find one during the bridal event. Northwood Jewelers bridal event is Saturday, March 21st from 10 until 3, 4612 Woodville Road. 3 generations of diamond expertise. Northwood Jewelers, service before, during, and after the sale.
Hi, I'm Jeff Mann.
Hi, I'm Abigail Mann.
Welcome to Jeffrey Mann Fine Jewelers. We really enjoy what we do. We especially enjoy working with our customers.
I love helping couples find the perfect engagement ring. Finding that perfect engagement ring for that perfect someone is a one-of-a-kind moment.
Our collection of man-made colored diamonds is unmatched anywhere. Beautiful, vibrant pink diamonds or blue or yellow. We have amazing pearl jewelry or beautiful rare stones like alexandrite, rubies, sapphires, emeralds that run the spectrum of the rainbow. We love having things that you can't find anywhere else.
Man-made diamonds are 100% real diamonds. Man-made diamonds are available exclusively at Jeffrey Mann Fine Jewelers.
Stop in and see us at Jeffrey Mann Fine Jewelers. We're located on Monroe Street, just west of Franklin Park Mall.
78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Even high earners, over 60%, have under $1,000 saved. But a new money move is making way. Welcome to the 24K Life, created by financial performance coach Derek Gant. The 24K Life is where high achievers master their money, sharpen their mindset, building unshakable confidence and wealth. If you're done with the survival mind and are ready to thrive, visit 24klife.org. The 24K Life. Be your best. Get the best. Leave nothing to chance.
Black and white sports, no gray.
What you don't do if you Serena Williams is allow Russell Wilson and Sierra to attend the damn event, sitting up there in damn sunglasses. That's why she lost. That's why she lost. I don't want to hear nothing about running to the corner. I don't want to hear nothing about no shots. I don't want to hear nothing about no young girls playing tennis. Damn front running. Let's ride. 1-2 step. Man, get your asses out of here.
Black and white sports, weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7. The Ticket.
Black and white sports, where there is no gray.
Good day, Glass City, Northwest Ohio, Southeast Michigan friends. In case we hadn't mentioned, the thing about the inaugural Black and White Sports Radio Show, T-shirts and sweatshirts available in conjunction with Juke Mode. Please click the link on the 1007theticket.com homepage, just over the Glass City Wranglers ad. Today, time's running out.
Monday through Friday, your afternoon drive, 4 to 6 p.m.
ESPN 100.7. The Ticket. Black and white sports.
If I get any hint that you're full of shit, I'm gone. I don't argue with you. To argue with a fool proves there are two. I don't get in debate with you. That's wasting my time. You can waste my money. You can't waste my time. I'm ruthless about my time. A relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship or a business relationship, here's a real answer to your question. A giver and a giver is exotic. A giver and a taker is neurotic. A taker and a taker is psychotic. A lot of relationships in our community are the last two. Neurotic and psychotic. I like high frequency relationships. I'm trying to go up market. That's a giver and a giver. That's who I'm married to. That's who I hang around. That's who I flow with. That's who I do business with. If I get any hint of toxicity, I'm gone.
I'm out of there. I'm gone.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
All right, we will work for food as evidenced here on this Wednesday. Thank you guys for being with us on Black and White Sports. Today it is called the fastest buck 40 nickel in sports. Glad you were here on it. Thank you, Monty Features, for being a part of it today. Andy Sanzata in here to close it with me. Josh Burnham all along holding the damn thing together from the south portion of the town. Glass City, we appreciate you. 877-909-1007 if you want to say something before we go. Also, don't forget, $120 is the online code. MamaMarysPizza.com. Make sure you hit them up. We're getting to the weekend section, and maybe even on the Wednesday. Just don't feel like cooking or what have you. But so many other items beside authentic New York-style thin crust pizza, and you know this. All right, so make sure you hit them up. Also, I have to say thank you to the Bassett Nut Company, always, formerly Rachel Michaels Gourmet Popcorn. Thank you very much. Soon I'll have information on a relocation for her, but just up the block, as we understand. So Monroe Street will still harness the hub of the BassettNut.com facilities. All right, BASSETTNUT.com. Bags of nuts for your mouth are over there. Get that. All right. Also, get into Powell's Beauty Supply if you need anything there. Does not matter what your origins of life are and what your subsequent ancestry calls for. Go to Powell's and handle that. Also, Consign It Home Interiors. Yep. Change your decor without spending more. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Jackie. 6925 West Central Avenue. Go to the showroom. Tell them you listen to this. It'll seem a little strange. Like, what? The sports show? Yeah. We sent you in there to get your man cave and things together. And your wife's new chateau that you built and extended, right? Because it costs a lot of money to do that. We know that. And how did you do that? Because you like Hightower. You betting with us, and you're either sailing on the seas or we putting home extensions on things. Josh doesn't think we got a band to give to the people if you got the T-shirt on. Have the T-shirt on and see. That's Josh Burnham talking. He didn't really authorize his comments with the commission. Andy, you see him? He always takes liberties. These boys, Josh, Ski, they're out of hand. They get, man, you get comfy. It gets wild, man.
They haven't been doing this
Josh?
as long as you and I have. That's
right on, Andy. But listen, about this comfiness, clearly these boys, before we go out of here, I do have a few bets, Andy, so you don't have to, kill us, but I do want to hear from you here. I'm sure you have some thoughts. United States. Whoa.
Yeah, that was a massive mistake last night by Mark DeRosa, taking Bregman and Harper out of the lineup. I think that really hurt the offense and hurt the flow of the team. I get wanting to get guys at bats and everything, but do that when you're up 12 runs. Don't do that when your tournament's on the line. That was a big misstep there. And then the pitching choices as well. I didn't like, those guys being out there. Listen, they do not control their own destiny. And that is the worst situation you can put yourself in a tournament like this. So tonight, people are probably going to be glued to that Italy-Mexico game just as much as they were last night, because the scenario is this. If Italy beats Mexico, Team USA stays alive. If Mexico beats Italy by 5 runs or more, Team USA stays alive. But if Mexico beats Italy by less than 5 runs, Team USA goes home.
And that's the likeliest scenario in this situation. But you maybe can rely on Italy to show up in their true form, and they will get scraped.
Listen, they're undefeated.
But it is what it is. I'm giving them, I'm giving them grief because I'm having a hard time.
Talent.
Yeah, I clearly.
But they threw their best. They threw their best arm at Team USA last night in Lorenzen. So pitching is going to be a question mark for them tonight against Mexico. And Mexico is pissed off that they lost to Team USA.
Oh, they can't wait to get back.
If they had an opportunity to get back at Team USA without having to play them by sending them home, they're not going to score 5 runs tonight. You watch. They're going to purposely not win by 5 runs.
Now, you know what?
If they're winning.
I disagree. No, if you can, no. Skipper tells, blow these boys out.
Well, if they do that, Team USA stays in the tournament.
Because I'm anticipating playing them for the tournament. That's why you didn't hear him after the game.
Okay.
We
All
said, please, for the love of Lord, and
I just want
to, in the love of Santa Maria, let us play them boys again.
Listen, if you're Seattle, do you have to trade Randy Arozarena because he doesn't get along with Cal Raleigh now?
Well, hold on.
That's a whole nother. We don't have enough time.
Let me ask you this. I know, because let me ask you this, because we got to roll. This is what I want to do. You were talking about pitching, and that's why I let this get away from me. What are your thoughts on Schoolboy's whole energy? Just pass now, get it. I didn't get to ask you when it was hot, and especially shout out Denny and Chris, man. Denny Radio 2 to 4, and he was going off about it. Denny, we keep picking with him because Denny was pissed. He was like, man, F Schoolboy with the nonsense. I don't like, and to the extent, this is where he got me today when he said Schoolboy has tricked the karma off of the team and the energy with his whole and just. That was heavy, and I didn't expect to hear him say that. But just your thoughts on
I'll try to keep it short. My opinion is this. If you're asked to play for your country, you play for your country. Or you don't play for your country. You don't get this, I get to play one game and then I'm done. That's BS. That is not fair to your teammates. That is not fair to the fans of that team. You're either committed or you're not. And if you're not, that's fine. We'll find somebody else. No disrespect whatsoever. You have that opportunity to make that choice. But if you choose to play for your team, you stay on the team. Simple as that.
And does it cloud? Do you suspect that at all it could cloud perhaps a judgment? You know how sometimes we look at people and you see the decision that they make peripherally, and this is your guy, maybe he's on your team, and now you're coming to Lakeland and this and that when you get on the scene, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Does it? I told Denny, what if he has a funk on him now and he takes it and brings it into the set? That's where I don't know. It's something about that because it's something about him not playing though.
Because
I just wish he had played. I wish
Verlander's there now. He's not going to allow that to happen because he's the veteran on the roster, on the staff.
Nah, you missing. No, dude. He comes and he can't win for ish. He's out there getting cracked because his karma's janky. He's booty. Suddenly, and you can't explain it.
He could have done it to himself.
Then he called for the injury. I didn't call for the elbow.
Well, no, you never want to call for
I didn't do that. I didn't call for the elbow. I told you he was pissed.
Yeah.
He was upset.
Well, that's a little. I mean, that's extremely
It's
upset.
violent. He's a wild boy. He's a wild boy.
I'm pissed at the fact that he didn't commit to the team. You either commit all the way or you don't commit in the first place.
Don't do that. And it's bad optics. It's a bad narrative. It's all the things that kind of didn't go with 29. I didn't love that because that was my guy. I didn't know what to do with that
because he could have pitched He could have pitched last night, and we wouldn't be having this discussion.
Let me do this before we get out of here, Andy. We got this few minutes before we go. Andy Sanzada in here. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Live from the 216 as always. Monty Features for being in here today on this short edition. Work for Food Wednesday. Fastest $1.40 nickel today. Giles Burnham, thank you. Hell of a workout team for you. This is what we'll do. It's kind of NBA. I'll keep it here. Try not to get too far. Real quick, though, Andy, who you like tonight? 2 on the ice. Give me your money lines real quick. I think they're in line with mine.
I got to see.
I think you got quick. Ottawa. Ottawa's on tonight? And I think Washington. Yeah. I forget. No. Philly, Washington, Ottawa, and I'm forgetting.
Montreal.
Okay.
So give me Montreal and give me the Capitals. I don't like either home team tonight.
Okay. I have to note that. All right, this is what I'm doing then. NBA. We'll do this, people. And I'm not sure with the extra confidence. Houston will take the points at Denver. Let's see. Cleveland at Orlando. I'll take Orlando at home with the 3.5 right there. They might actually crack the Cavs right here. Be careful on this. Toronto and New Orleans. I'll lay the 2.5 there with the Raptors. Knicks at Utah. I think Knicks will not cover this 14.5. I don't know. That's a hard one to do. I think Utah is safe there with the points. And even though they tricky as hell. And then Minnesota to recoup after this Laker fiasco. I think they give the Clippers some work, though. Even though I love the Clippers, but I'll say, go ahead and dance with Minnesota tonight. Take the 1.5. We out of here, man. Thank you for the fellas and everybody. We will come back, see if we can do this better tomorrow, man. Good luck. Irish, handle business. Let's advance, all right? We'll see everybody on the next one. Please be kind, be respectful, be nice, never cheat on your wife. And by all means, everyone, handle your business. Get that T-shirt today.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
We are Toledo's high school sports leader, ESPN 100.